Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here, aka BEATFACEHONEY. If you follow my Snapchat, you know that Urban Decay sent me a ton of stuff. Now, Urban Decay is one of those brands that I absolutely stand by. They truly make a good product. And the thing about them, and I'm not being paid to say this or anything, they gave me a bunch of free product, but I get a lot of free product that I don't tell you guys about because I don't necessarily like the product. Urban Decay, however, is friggin' Urban Decay. That being said, I feel like different brands have different strengths. I love MAC's powders, but I can't stand their eyeshadows. I love Makeup Forever's eyeshadows, but I don't particularly care for their powders. Urban Decay is one of those brands where I have never tried their foundation, so I really don't know. But their eyeshadows are my absolute favorite shimmer eyeshadows. And I've learned recently, after the last time they sent me a package, that I love their lipsticks. Like, I really love their lipsticks, and I had no idea that I love their lipsticks. But their eyeshadows go without saying, like, bar none, they're just one of the best. So, in my opinion, without trying the foundations, which I have to try someday, but they have a brand that has two really good strengths, which is eyeshadows and lipsticks. So everything that you see me wearing here, from lipsticks to eyeshadows, I mean, is Urban Decay's holiday collection. And actually, I don't know if the products are out just yet, so don't hold me to it, but they did say that it's part of their holiday collection, so I'm assuming that if it's not out right now, it should be out very soon. They did come out with lipstick palettes, which I think are excellent for somebody who's trying to build your kit. I know how hard it is to build your kit. I've done it. So those, I think, are just like, so they're quality, and I truly believe in quality. I remember getting like Coastal Scents and various different palettes and thinking the quality wasn't good. So that's something that I would say to splurge on and put your money into. So I don't and never really have been one to do reviews, because if I don't like it, I'm just not going to tell you about it. I just like to tell you about what I like. So yeah, if you want to find out about these products and of course find out about how I did this look, then I hope you'll stay tuned. Alright, I'm going to start by filling in my eyebrow using a MAC spiked brow pencil. Taking MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, I'm going to use that as my primer. I'm just spreading that on with my finger. Taking an angled brush with concealer on it. I'm just sculpting out my brow. That concealer isn't light enough to call it a highlight, which is why I just said that I'm sculpting. Had it been a super light color, then I could have said, oh, I'm highlighting under my brow, but there is no highlight. It's not really, it's like my flesh color. Okay, and some of my favorite colors are from Urban Decay. I love this palette that they sent me. It's the Naked Ultimate Collection. I never really use the brushes that they send unless it's for emollient or wet stuff. They use synthetic hair because they're animal cruelty free. But I don't like synthetic hairs to spread powder. I only like it to spread creams. So I might use this for a concealer or something. You see, it's got beautiful colors. Lots of mattes, which are great for transitional colors. This orange, though, that I'm using, this would be a great color for a brown skin woman as a transitional color. Spreading that on. The brush that I'm using is a Sigma E35. The bristles are spread out. And the more spread out the bristles, the more spread out your color. That orange was called Extra Bitter. I'm going to go into Blow, which is the lightest color in the palette. And I'm going to place that right at my highlight area under the brow. You'll notice that I don't carry my highlight all the way in. The highlight is only meant for the arch of the brow. It doesn't go into the inner brow. Picking up that brush with the orange on it, I'm going to just layer over top. I'm not adding anything to the brush. I don't need to. It's got enough product on it. You always have to be conscious of what's already on your brush. And now I'm going to go into this dark purple. I'm using a MAC 221 brush, and I'm putting that right at the crease. Because these bristles are closer together, it makes my color deposit more strong, more pronounced, and it also allows me to target that crease area. I'm going to go back with my orange, just make sure that I seam the two together. And that color right next to the purple, it's called Instinct. I'm going to put that across my lid. Just using a flat eyeshadow brush. Going back into my dark purple. Carry that to the outer lid. And my absolute favorite black in the whole wide world, and I suggest this for any and everybody's kit, is this black right here. It's called Blackout. I like to just put a deposit of that on my finger and just put it on the tail end of the eye just to add for some depth. I'm going to take a wet wipe, clean up my edge. Now I have a nice clean edge. My favorite concealer always was and probably always will be MAC Studio Finish Concealer. Again, when you're putting something wet on the face, 9 times out of 10 you're going to use a synthetic hair brush. Clean up these damn dark circles. The absolute bane of my existence. When I get to that edge, I could just take my finger. Your fingers are like one of the best tools that you have. And I'm just blotting it, making sure my edge isn't super harsh, like a harsh line. You always want to make sure that you press the product in. I'm pressing. You want to have your translucent powder ready. Have it sitting there open, because the faster you get that translucent powder under the eye, it won't have a chance to crease. A huge key, a huge trick. You cannot set the face with anything but translucent powder. If you're setting your face with banana powder and it's getting blotchy, that's why. You set with translucent powder, you lose a little bit of your color. Then you go and you replenish color by using your banana powder or whatever tinted powder. Now I can add my tinted powder. I want to add some depth by going into this color. It's called Faith. I'm going to take that from my brow, kind of down to the tear duct. And then in the actual tear duct, I'm going to go right back into that color that we put under the brow. So that's a pretty eye just as it is. But I'm going to add the shimmers just because we love the drama. The glitters that I used are these liquid Moondust. Now I got to tell you folks, I ain't never heard of no daggone liquid eyeshadow before. So in my mind, I'm like, what the hell is that? I actually think they're pretty cool. It looks like liquid eyeliner, like a liquid eyeliner application, and I'm sure that I haven't used it as an eyeliner, but I'm sure that you could. I'm still going to use a brush. I'm not going to use that applicator. Putting on the first color. That one is called Chemtrail, which is funny because I was literally just telling my mom about chemtrails. It's like a conspiracy theory thing. Chem, like chemical. Chemtrail. Sometimes you look up in the sky and you see, like, you know, the streak that a jet will leave or a plane will leave in the sky, like that streak of cloud or dust or whatever you want to call it, like a long streak in the sky. But sometimes you'll see that streak and there's no jet. And a lot of people believe that that is the government putting poison in the air that, you know, causes cancer and, you know, whatever, as a means of like population control to make sure that some of us get sick. So that's what a chemtrail is. And I think it's pretty funny that Urban Decay named that chemtrail. If I end up dead in a ditch, it's because the government killed me for telling you. I forgot to tell you, I'm going to use this gray under the eye. It's called Magnet. Right on the tail end, I'm going to put some of that blackout. And I'm linking it in to our edge there. Okay, I'm going to take Recharged, which is another liquid eyeshadow. And the consistency is, it's kind of thick. I don't really know how to describe it, but you see I'm just spreading it out with my finger. I'm going to put Zodiac on the tail end of the eye. Again, using my finger, kind of bleeding it into the center, just like I did with the purple and the black. Some of that same color that we put in the center of the eye, I want to put dab it right in the center of the lid. This color, the Chemtrail. I'm also going to put that Chemtrail right under the brow where we put our highlight. Inglot is my absolute favorite gel liner. It is a cream gel liner. I'm going to put our darkest color right up against my lash line. I couldn't figure out which of these Urban Decay lashes I wanted, so I'm just going to use both. I stacked them on top of each other. And this one is the one I'm putting on top, and it's called Entrapment. I never really put individuals on clients because I feel like they just don't stay on. But these were pretty cool, and they come in various different sizes. See, the longest are at the bottom, and then they get smaller, you know, top down. I feel like they're for photo shoots and like not really to be worn all day. because people tear and then they come off, and you know, it's just a nightmare. Favorite mascara is Maybelline Rocket Volume. I'm going to use the tip of it where the most product is, just to bring out my natural lash and try to blend it into those falsies. Gonna begin highlighting. And even with that, perhaps you have a better understanding as to why we shaded in this area right here with that eyeshadow. For those of you who are like, oh no, translucent powder makes me ashy. Yeah, it does. But it's the only thing that's gonna set you. So then you go in with your colored powder and you begin to replenish your color. Students who come to my classes get to see my technique on contouring with creams underneath the skin or with liquids underneath the skin. But you can just use a powder to contour. It doesn't have to be that serious. On myself, I'm not really big on highlighting and contouring. Cause you just can't have it cake and eat it too. Look at this highlight set that they sent me. So pretty. It's called the Naked Ultimate Trio. This synthetic hair little brush that it comes with will be great for your cream contour. I am going to use it, however, for the highlight. I'm going to go into this middle color and see how I like this. Called Oasis. You'll notice that I did not wet my brush. And once again, kudos to Urban Decay for creating 2 lipstick palettes. Super ideal for somebody who's building their kit. You open it, it's mirrored. And it's got a little shield here with a mirror in there. I know for a fact that I love these lipsticks because they sent me actual tubes of the Vice collection. And they're great consistency, they're amazing colors. I'm going to take Urban Decay's Conspiracy. It's called the 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil. Now that I've used their lip liners, in comparison to MAC, way better. I'm using this color here called Safewood. Like, I love the consistency of these. You'll be seeing these a lot because I'm going to be using these on myself because I love their lipsticks. I really do. Safewood, like, I see I'm going to have to just get this. It's like semi-matte, like not all the way matte. So there you have it. I hope you liked the tutorial. Can't say enough that I love Urban Decay. You'll be seeing a lot more of this stuff because I just love their product. They sent a whole other palette. That'll probably be my next tutorial. Of course, you can get a list of details down below. Make sure that you are subscribed. Oh, and let me know where you guys want me to go next. I'm thinking I'll go to North Carolina to bring my Behind the Beat in All Shades class, which will be 3 different models, 3 different makeup artists doing 3 different techniques. But comment below and tell me where you want me to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here really soon.